Continuously kick my seat on flight, get your belongings soaked. This happened a few years ago when I was flying to Canada for a trip. Midway through the flight, I was awakened by the person behind kicking my seat. I thought it was a kid, so I ignored it. After a few minutes of non-stop kicking, I turned around and saw that it was a guy in his mid-20s. I asked him politely to stop and could hear him and his friend snickering, saying something in a language I did not understand. He stopped for a moment but restarted. So I took my water bottle and slowly emptied half of it on top of his backpack that was under my seat. I heard him freak out when we landed and it was satisfying AF. A story that perfectly fits the ethos of the sub, written well, and just long enough to convey the essence of the revenge. I need to go lie down. This is what I come to this sub for. Well done. Beautiful pettiness. Damas is lucky you didn't report him to the flight attendants. That kind of behavior can get people banned from airlines. Brilliant. Bravo. My only nitpick was why not the entire bottle? Turn around and hope you enjoyed kicking the piss out of me the entire flight? Excuse me, flight attendant, do you have a container I could secretly carry piss back from the toilet in? Yes, ordering a few sodas for the backpack would have been an excellent touch too. Super glue is my onboard revenge tool. It's great for hair over my movie screen and really good for naked feet sticking through the armrest. I give fair warning. This has a degree of revenge perfection. OMG, I love this story. Sneaky, satisfying revenge. It must have been glorious watching him freak out. Stories like this are why I awaken each day. Succinct and perfectly petty. Poor MacBook Pro. This is my kind of revenge. Hope dude had some electronics in there. Serves him right. I flew to Vegas last year. The bitch in front of me kept flopping her ponytail over the seat covering my screen. I'm a tall girl and my knees in the back of her seat made it a very long 5 hours for her. She turned around afterwards and shot me a death stare. I looked right at her with the try it glare as she was about to get a lesson about being an inconvenience, but she kept moving. So tired of the entitled influencer attitudes. I fly a lot. Homie, don't play. Man, this is the kind of stuff that makes me hate flying. Either it's this, some annoying kid whose parents won't do shit. You're my kind of people. Never change, LOL. That's so much better than punching the jackass in the face. Not quite as satisfying though. Love the petty revenge. Why TF are people such trash? Like there's no reason to be kicking someone else's seat. Do better. I love this. I'm going to do this the next time the person behind me keeps kicking. You are a prime example of not all heroes wear capes. I thought it said lick for a second. I love you. You would do this when you don't have to wait at the baggage carousel. Exit the plane and dip out into a car. I sat in front of Mr. Jackhammer Hands once. He didn't touch the touch screen in the back of my seat, he pounded on it. I assume he was practicing his one-finger death punch. Luckily he and his family of little brats ended up moving to a different seat before I had to take measures. Thanks for the tip, I may have used more than water though. Oh, I had to put on my headphones on the flight yesterday because the RSV and flu and fuck knows what else is going around. And a lot of kids were on that fucking plane. The one behind me kept audibly snorting and then swallowing his snot. Vomit. FM. Good job. Exceptional execution, OP. Deliciously petty. Bravo. You did the right thing. Gorgeous. Next time try salty water. If it penetrates the bag, it might just damage his electronics. Wish it was the whole bottle. LOL. Did he continue kicking the rest of the flight? When I grow up, I want to be you. For me, every kick would be met with like 15 minutes of non-stop conversation from then on. Revenge is sweet. Forget that turn the other cheek crap. I love when posts actually work with the sub. Watching your upvote skyrocket from 3K past 4K IRL is exciting. Order a Coke next time. Nice and sticky. Gin worth buying the nip from the flight attendant, and the dude would be in a heap of trouble. Petty revenge best served moist. Easiest solution is just use the call button and let the attendant handle the situation. If the problem persists, use the call button again. Let the crew handle it. Do not interface the offender. Unzip bag, slip in open water bottle tilted just right, zip closed. Now it's a time bomb. Why only half? Nice, just wondering why you stopped at half? You were thirsty? Why was he kicking in the first place? What is wrong with some of these people? I always carry a bottle of fart spray for these sticky situations. You were nice. I would have gone to the restroom and came back with a bottle of urine. I would have done the same with beer or orange juice. Good revenge, but I would have ordered something sticky and likely to stain like orange juice or Coke from the cabin crew and used that instead of water. Sorry. Couldn't make it to the lav? It wouldn't been water if he was kicking on me, Bo. And then one time at band camp. Hero. Solid. You start kicking my seat becomes a cessel for the next few hours. Enjoy your food while I rock your seat tray back and forth. LMAO. I had a toddler behind me kicking the seat. His mother said don't kick the seat. But he said, but I like to kick. There you have it, the master has spoken. Had you used a little bottle of whiskey, that lingering odor would have really messed up his day. Nicely done. Imagine if you refilled said water bottle when you went to the restroom and did it again. I'd have made a quick trip to the head to fill up said water bottle before the main event. Hearing him freak out and not being able to understand what he said would be hilarious. Should have made it a Coke or beer. Something that would get sticky and smelly. But nice work. Don't be a pussy next time, confront them and let the flight attendants deal with it. They have no tolerance for bullshit. Now the fuck. Awoken, the word you were looking for was awoken, not awaken. You could have filled the bottle with urine in the toilet before pouring it, for an extra satisfying kick. Should have peed a little too. Should have used something sugary like OJ or cranberry juice instead. Well played and petty respect. Did something similar but felt guilty about it. I accidentally spilled water on the person's seat when they went to back of plane loos. Was thou moist for 45 minutes prior to landing? It's funny AF to hear the wriggling and the WTF happened to my seat wincing. Why would you come here on a trip? Reddit is so afraid of confrontation they'll resort to property damage before simply calling a flight attendant. Learn to stand up for yourself instead. Whoa, I have a similar story, except I soaked their backpack with urine LOL. Fake. A few years ago, congrats on petty revenge as a lifetime milestone. Damn lucky you didn't get your ass beat. I would have backhanded you like a bitch when no one was watching.